Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shannon, I am the Wisdom Wench, and this week I just wanted to practice a little bit of intuitive herbalism, and I wanted to just make a few concoctions. I have been spending between standing up at work all day or on my computer because of studying my professional herbalism course or editing YouTube videos, standing in a shop or sitting at a desk in front of a computer, and I haven't had much time to just create and make, and this week I wanted to do nothing but that. So I made 3 herbal medicines, or started 2 of them at least, and that's what I want to share with you. In practicing intuitive herbal medicine, we're doing things a little more slowly, and I'm kind of letting my curiosity and my feeling towards the plants guide me a little bit more than when I'm making things following a textbook. While I love learning the more in-depth sciencey and the very intricate ways you can prepare herbal medicines, there is something about just holding the herb and making something yourself and just going off instinct, and that's something that I really wanted to work with this week. So I made 3 preparations. Firstly, I started a tincture of ashwagandha root. I've not worked with it before, but it's something that I'm actually reading a lot about at the moment. More out of personal curiosity, I'm feeling quite drawn to it, and it just seems like a wonder herb to me. It seems to be really good for anxiety, for the reproductive system. It seems that you can use it for pretty much anything. And for roots, things like dandelion root, burdock root, or ashwagandha root, I would normally use a decoction, and I know that you can do a decocted tincture. I haven't tried that yet. I would like to at some point. For now, I just put ashwagandha root in some quite strong vodka, and I've put that in a cool, dry, dark place, and that is doing its magic. It's already started to change colour and go slightly yellow, even after just a few days. So we'll see how that works. Something I'm really excited about is I prepared a herbal bitter that should be ready in December. So I've made it kind of a very warming bitter because the plan is to have it in December, and bitters help act on the digestive system. And in winter, I have a lot of very heavy foods. I love pie, I love potatoes. I'm going to eat a lot of it. I'm not going to be ashamed about it, but having herbal bitters can help that digestive process and keep you running a lot smoother. Bitters can be had before or after a meal. They're normally actually used in cocktails. You might have had bitters in cocktails before, and if they are before a meal, they are an aperitif. If they are after a meal, they are a digestif. So you can have them either way. For this one, I started by crushing up a few cloves and 1 cinnamon stick. I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, and I don't know if this is too much clove. I'm not gonna lie, I only used 3 and then like a tiny itty bitty little clove, and it smelled quite strong, so I don't know if I've done too much. I used a marble mortar and pestle to crush them a little bit, just so that they would tincture a little bit easier, and I added that to a jar with half of a fresh orange, and it smelt divine just with that. Just on its own. It smelled very warming, very spicy, but you had this sweetness. I added a little bit of ginger powder, just because I didn't have any fresh ginger. I didn't have it to hand, and I was working with just what I had to hand. And I put all of those dry bits in a jar and gave it a really good shake. And then I added the actual bitter herb. And the bitter herb that I'm using today is dandelion. I'm using Dandelion Leaf. There are lots of bitters that you can use. Bitter properties in plants are found by just how bitter tasting the plant is, and dandelion leaf can be quite bitter. So I've used that as my primary bitter. So I added everything to a clean, dry, sterilised jar, give it a really good shake so that all of those herbs were kind of coating the oranges, and then I filled it to the top with brandy. I chose a very strong brandy because I like brandy. Brandy is very sweet, and as I wanted this to be a very festive kind of bitter that I can add to cocktails or just kind of take before meals to help with the digestive system when I'm eating all these heavier meals. Just look at that colour, and it smells fantastic. It's this orange spicy mix. I am slightly worried I might have put too much clove in it because already I put 4 cloves in, but that already smells really overpowering. But I'm going to leave this for, I'm going to check it in about 4 weeks. I'll shake it intermittently, but we'll see how that goes. I wanted to make it slightly more festive, so using oranges, cloves, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of ginger, and our bitters will hopefully make something really nice. But that is again labelled up, and it is in a cool, dark place, and it is infusing, and it smells gorgeous. Just taking the lid off of it, it smelled beautiful, and I'm really excited to try that. I'm going to leave it for about 4 weeks, so I should be taking it out in the first week of December. And the last thing I decided to make was a menstruation tea. I don't know about you guys, but my periods just take it out of me. So I wanted to make a tea for menstruation to aid everything as it's going on, and I know I'm due on soon, so this is just in time. I started with the base of the tea as a raspberry leaf tea. I wanted to use raspberry leaf for a while. I like the taste of it, it's very light, and it's been used in a lot of herbal medicines, particularly around menstruation, cramping, anything to do with the ovaries. It's got a very long history and quite a wide usage in menstruation issues. That's one of the most common ones I'd actually heard of before starting my herbal medicine course, to do with periods and period cramps. And it's interestingly, I found one of those herbal medicines that a lot of people know about, even if they don't practice herbal medicine, or if you say herbal medicine to them, they'd be a bit like, ooh. A lot of them would be like, yeah, raspberry leaf tea, which blew my mind a little bit. So I've been using raspberry leaf tea as the base. I then used a rosehip tea as the next kind of ingredient. Rosehips also have long history with menstruation issues. I then added some hibiscus, partially for flavour and colour, because even though we are making these things to be a medicine, I do think they should also taste half decent, or you're not going to want to take it, especially if it's a tea, and look pretty. It should look pretty. So I added hibiscus. I love it. It gives everything this lovely, rich red colour, and it's got like hints of deep purple, and it's a lovely light and floral and almost fruity kind of leaf, so I loved adding that. And then I added a little bit of lemon balm. For me, when I get periods, I get very anxious, so I wanted to add something that would keep me calm without making me drowsy, because I was debating chamomile, but chamomile does definitely bring the drowsy for me, whereas lemon balm makes me feel calm, doesn't bring drowsiness. So I chose lemon balm in this instance and mixed all of that together in this beautiful looking, beautiful smelling, and I decided to taste it today, and it's a beautiful tasting tea as well, and it is this beautiful rich red colour, and it smells lovely and floral and light. It's got a nice lightness to it, and it tastes lovely. Honestly, while I have made this for periods, I would just drink this as a nice tasting tea. And I do instantly get hit with the calm, which is really nice. So if you haven't already tried something like this before, especially if you haven't tried raspberry leaf tea for anything, it's a lovely tasting tea. So they were the herbal medicines I made this week. And it was so nice just to work with some herbs again, you know, just to work with the herbs. and feel a bit more in tune and connected with what I was making. So thank you for watching. I know this is a bit of a shorter one, bit of a quicker one, but this week I just wanted to make some herbal medicines. So in the comments below, please let me know what you've made this week, if you've made anything, or if there's anything from today that you'd like to try. And let me know how it goes. I really do love hearing from all of you. And you've had some excellent ideas, especially on my fireside video. You've been giving me ideas everywhere and I love it, and it's made me so excited. And part of it was some of the comments I were getting on the fireside videos, I have two, were making me feel super inspired to make some medicines and to work with some herbs. And I want to thank you all for that, because that really kind of gave me a burst of passion and energy, which I loved. As we are getting into winter and it is getting a lot darker, I'm having to be a bit creative with filming and with lighting especially. So I know the lighting in my kitchen is very harsh, it's just overhead lighting. I will try and think of a better solution. And in here, I'm just using lamps, because otherwise, again, it's harsh overhead lighting. So please leave a comment down below, letting me know what you're up to this week, what you've been making, what you would like to make soon. Have you got anything on your agenda that you really want to try making? Please let me know. Please like if you like this video, share if you feel called to share, and please subscribe. I'd love to have you here. Thank you so much for coming along with me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hello everyone and welcome back. 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 My name is Shannon. For anxiety and calming the nerves, for a whole bunch of other things. No, that candle's going nuts. Okay, chill, relax yourself. Relax yourself. It's all okay. You don't need to be this angry. It smells gorgeous though. It's an apple pie candle. I'm gonna blow that out in a minute.